Good morning, everyone. The month of Elul has many acronyms. It stands for Ani L'Dodi V'Dodi Li. The first four letters of Elul stand for I am unto my beloved and my beloved is unto me. But our rabbis also tell us that it's an acronym for the four words Ish L'Reyehu Umatanot Levyonim, which means one person should be dedicated to his fellow man and we should give gifts to the poor. So the month of Elul encapsulates the theme of Teshuvah, being unto God and God being unto us, returning to Hashem, but also, of course, to our fellow man. However, the question is, why does the verse say one fellow to his fellow man and give gifts to the poor? Typically, we say give charity to the poor, give tzedakah to the poor. Why does the verse say you should give gifts to the poor? And the answer is, I was talking to a philanthropist the other week, and he said to me, every time someone comes to me for money, I feel like I am the one who is receiving. And I said, wow, that's the real definition of a philanthropist. Someone who understands that the opportunity to help others is actually a blessing. And therefore, the verse says, it is not a donation or charity to the poor, but it is a gift to the poor. You see, when you give someone a gift, it's because you're grateful to the person. Why do you buy someone a present? Because you love them, you care about them, and they've done something for you that you are grateful for, so you reciprocate with a gift. And that's the mindset and the heart set that you should have when you give money to poor people. It shouldn't be a burden that I have to give charity. I'm obligated. But rather, I'm giving a gift. And just like when you give a gift, you give it with love and with goodwill, so too, when you give money to the poor, it should be gifts to the poor. And that's encapsulated in the message of Elul, that our relationship with our fellow man should be such that we should give gifts to the poor. We should realize we're the fortunate ones to be able to be the givers. Because the truth is, God, our rabbis tell us, could have created the world that everyone has sufficient material means and that there is no lacking in the world. So why did God make the world with rich and poor people, haves and have-nots? Because God wanted mankind to be able to experience the virtue and the attribute of kindness. If everyone had what they needed in life and there was no lacking, we couldn't experience the joy of giving. And therefore, everyone is lacking in one area of life or another, and everyone has to turn to their fellow man for help at some point for something. And therefore, we could all experience the joy of giving, of chesed, of loving kindness. And therefore, when the person who has money, who has material means, realizes that they were blessed to have material means, and this person is lacking, only so that God could create a world of imbalance, so we could balance it out, they feel grateful that this person is willing to be the one who is dependent on others in order to facilitate and enable kindness in the world. And therefore they look at this person as a blessing, and they look at this person as the one who's giving them a gift. As the rabbis say, more than the master of the house does with the poor person, gives the poor person gives the master of the house, meaning the one who receives material blessings receives something material, but from the rich man. But the rich man, or the giver, receives something spiritual, the blessing of being able to be a giver, to be able to share your blessings with others. Just last week, school started in many parts of the world, and there's a Jewish day school in California called EULA. It's a modern Orthodox Jewish day school in Pico Robinson in Los Angeles, California. And they have a teacher there, a math teacher. His name is Julio Castro. And he lives in the Santa Clarita Valley, which is very far from the Pico Robinson area. And every day he gets up at 4:30 and he travels 4 hours with his scooter and taking various buses till he gets to school. And then he teaches math all day, and the kids love him. He's dedicated. He cares about the students. He makes math fun. During his recess, he gives up his recess or his lunch hour to help kids. He'll stay late to help students study. And he doesn't get back home till 4 hours later to 9:30 at night, often when his 3 kids are already sleeping. And the students there love their teacher so much. So this summer they decided they were going to buy him a present. a new car. And they spent all summer doing different fundraisers till they raised $30,000, and they brought him a brand new Mazda. And they also got him car insurance for a year and gas money for the first year. And on the first day of school, their beloved teacher, Julio Castro, shows up, and all the students were waiting for him. And they surprised him and presented him with the keys to a new car. And they invited his wife and kids to come for the surprise. And the joy and the love and the singing and the dancing and the tears that were flowing from this teacher when he saw the dedication of his students. But it was the students who said, we're the ones who are blessed to be able to buy this for our teacher. He's done so much for us. He cares so much. He works so hard. We are so grateful for him. He gave us the opportunity of a lifetime to be able to give him this tremendous gift. That's what Elul is all about. One person should devote themselves to his fellow man, and we should give gifts. And like a gift, give it with love, and give it with joy, and give it with a smile to the poor and needy. Have a wonderful day.